Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are cooking a Greek meal within reason. I am not Greek. I'm just following a recipe that we found and it is amazing. It's one of my favorite things to make because it's one, super freaking easy. It's a lot of fresh ingredients and you can make a big batch of it and it be pretty last you through a good week. I am going to say it wrong, but it is steak gyros. That's how I say it. Euros, gyros, whatever. I'm putting my American twist on a Greek meal. There's a lot of Greek flavors in it, I will say, but I love gyros. I think they're delicious. I also think it's just better when you can make it at home. So that's what we're doing today. You're not going to need a ton of ingredients, and the best thing about this meal is, again, it's a lot of fresh ingredients, a lot of stuff that you might already have, like lettuce, tomato, red onion. You might even have, like if you're into goat cheese or feta, you might have that. Easiest hacks is the recipe that I'm going to link for you guys calls for flank steak. It's so much easier when you use steakums. So much freaking easier. Such a hack to like make this quicker. So I'm going to use this. I might not even use this whole box. There's 14 in here, but I'm probably going to do like half of that and see how it goes because I always make way too much. So we're going to go ahead and get the meat cooking first, and then we're going to do the produce part of it. This recipe that I'm linking for you guys has a recipe for making tzatziki sauce, but I always buy it. So this is the Cedars cucumber garlic dill tzatziki sauce. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Even Walmart has their version. I'm not as big of a fan of that one, but this one's good. So I highly recommend cutting your time frame in half and having steakums and home already made tzatziki sauce. So much easier. All right, so the ingredients, like I said, that you'll need are the steakums. So much easier than using flank steak. Tzatziki sauce. You're going to need oregano and thyme, lettuce, tomato, red onion, and some pita bread. And I used roasted garlic like I show in a little bit. So I have about a medium-sized pan, and I am turning this up to about low, medium low. But we're going to take, I'm actually going to put this little tin foil of roasted garlic in here just to like warm it up a little bit more. And then I'm going to use roasted garlic olive oil to also heat this up a little bit. So I'm just going to do that much. I would say that's about a tablespoon and a half. So when you open them, if you've never used steakums before, they are in a plastic sleeve and they're in sheets of steak and they look like this. It looks gross, but I tell you, it is so easy to cook and it saves a lot of time and they're really good. All right, so as soon as the pan heated up and I had the roasted garlic in, I started adding the steakums. I added a lot. I honestly don't remember how much I did, but I definitely didn't finish the entire box. I probably had a quarter to half of the box left. I just continued to add until I felt like I had enough for my entire family, which is 5 of us. And I would say we probably each have 2 to 3. 2, I would definitely say I have. All right, and now it's time to prep the vegetables that we're going to end up putting on the gyros. So I do red onion, and what I was doing was I was just slicing the red onion, kind of making them into, I don't know, strips. Not rings. Just cutting them up as thin as possible so I can put them right on top of the gyro. So I cleaned the onion up first, I cut it in half and I quartered it, and then I'm just slicing it, making sure they're really, really fine. Moving on to the tomatoes, I am just cleaning them up a little bit and then having them and then quartering them and then dicing them up really fine. So back to the meat. This probably cooked for about 5 to 10 minutes, honestly, just while I was chopping up the vegetables. I added some lemon juice, some oregano, and thyme. I really don't measure this out. I do it all to taste, but again, I'll have the recipe linked in the description, so check that out if you want that. But I always add more. It's all to taste, so I added more lemon juice and then let it sit. Now we are going on to some lettuce. So we have some lettuce on our gyros as well, cutting that up. And then I am doing some cucumber for the Greek salad that I'm making. So I'm just dicing up some cucumber, and I am going to end up doing some grape tomatoes, cutting those in half as well. I don't like grape tomatoes whole, so I always cut them in half. So I did about 2 to 3 cucumbers, and then I did that whole pint of grapes and put that all together in this bowl for a nice Greek salad. And then tossing all of that together, more lemon juice. Lemon is such a good ingredient for Greek dishes. And then I do add some onion. So it's pretty much the gyro toppings itself. But this time I'm going to dice the red onion. Stirring that all together. And then doing the rest of the onion. I wasn't sure how much I wanted to add, but I did end up adding the whole onion. And then I am adding the feta into the salad. And I do also use the feta on top of the gyro as well. And then adding some thyme and oregano. And now it is time to make the gyro, which is the best part in my opinion. First, the pita you put down. I always put some tzatziki sauce down first, some lettuce, some of the gyro meat, red onion, some tomatoes, some more cheese, which is not traditional, but it's Cyan's way of doing it because it's so good. And then a dollop of tzatziki sauce. I love tzatziki sauce, and more sauce the better. And then I was just showing you how I made the table up of all of the really great fresh ingredients. I hope you guys enjoyed this dinner option. I hope you have a wonderful Greek night. Go ahead and try it out and tag me on Instagram with your inspiration photos at Life Asai. Have a wonderful life.